off on the Atacama Desert, far from the plane.
Ay, blimey, I can't sleep. I'm getting sick and tired of comforting everybody. All this waiting. I can't stand that. Gotta get some way to correct the situation faster. But I ain't gonna go walking across the desert like Emilio did. Besides, the water's so low now. We had to give some to him, and there's just a little bit left. I wouldn't have enough to take with me. Let me see if I can figure something out.
Hey, Hoss, wait up.
Mel Barkley, hi there. Couldn't sleep either, huh?
Well, I went to the so-called John, the designated area. The girls go this way and you guys that way, and there's not a bush or a twig or anything to hide behind. It's about to drive Valerie and Pamela crazy, and Lois isn't too thrilled about it either. Actually, I saw you walking out here, and I wanted to talk to you alone.
Yeah. Well, I've been so busy trying to soothe and settle everyone else down. Now I gotta get my own mind straight.
I know what you mean. Kind of feel the same way. I was walking out here a little earlier. I don't know where you were then. I guess you were still trying to sleep. God, it's lonely out here.
I know, everywhere you look, nothing but barren waste. Kinda makes you feel the same way yourself.
Boy, I'll say, I don't know what I'd do if I was out here completely alone. We've got quite a lot of people with us, but I don't know, somehow down inside you still got your own self to cope with. I should be used to being on my own and alone by now, but, well, you gotta admit, this is pretty freaky.
Yeah, it is. I didn't believe in letting anything get the best of me. I was looking up at the stars a while ago, and there's a lot of beauty out here. It's a stark beauty, but still, I guess I'm trying to get in touch with God or something to get a grip on things. I think it's the uncertainty that bothers me. I like to be in control.
Yeah, we all want to be in control, but none of us seem to have that much control of our lives. Oh, man. I'm glad I found that sweater on the plane. I don't know who left it there, but I found it under my seat, and I'm glad it was under my seat. I didn't want anyone else to swipe it from me. Can I move a little closer to you?
Sure, honey. You and me, we've been through a lot together, and now here's another one to add to it.
Yeah, I was enjoying us talking about the films, while we were sitting around the campfire, and I guess that was my moment of glory, playing Joan of Arc to your Lahire. Well, I did pretty well as Calamity Jane, too, in that film we made, and Annie Oakley. But then, it seems like I sort of lost ground to Vaughn Watkins. She started muscling in on my territory, taking over a lot of things that I wanted to do.
And not even in our own film company, neither.
Yeah, she married that Romanian guy. What was his name? Russo Armansky, I think.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they started their own production company. Well, they did a pretty good job of that movie they made about W.H.O.L., The Real Story, they called it. I got to be in that one. I agreed to that one. But I didn't have a very big part. Just that scene where I was at the rehab, drying out, where I met Dovey Joe.
Yeah, it was such a strange story about her. I mean, I thought I was weird and had a spooked life and everything, but Dovey Joe was really the big mystery woman of Stag Bluff. What do you think really happened to her?
I have no idea. Some people think she overdosed on drugs. Others say that there was foul play. Some think it's a suicide. Just a strange disappearance.
Yeah, and then, there's always those stories that Betsy Logan's coming up with, like the Elvis is alive thing, and it's Dovey Joe is alive and coming back to Stag Bluff. She's been seen, in all these various places.
Yeah, I know. It could be that she will come back someday, but frankly, I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't really think she's still alive, but she could be hiding out somewhere, you can't really say. But, it was so weird. She was such a mouse in her earlier life, and of course she didn't live to be very old. I mean,
you're 37, ain't you?
Yeah, I guess she didn't make it that far. When she went to that rooming house where the witches lived, and she got in with that, then she started developing all these different personalities, like Sybil, or Three Faces of Eve, only more like 7 Sybil type things, and then she'd get out there and perform with all this aggressiveness, and she had like a wardrobe of personalities. How do you figure it?
Well, I didn't really know. It may be that there were fragments of those in there all the time. And somehow, the charms that she started using with the witchcrafting triggered a release. It gave her some kind of confidence that tuned her in to layers of herself that were already there. Yeah, sounds pretty good to me.
Well, no one could figure it. Like I said, I always thought I was a odd case, but Dovey Joe was so shy and so backward, and then she'd get out there and wear those hard rock clothes and really do a bang-up concert, and it's like all this talent just burst through and emerged. Do you think she had all that talent to begin with, or did it come in, from some other place?
Well, your guess is as good as mine, but I suppose it was all there in the subconscious. And somehow it got released. She wanted to be all of these things. And that she just got the courage to tear loose and do it.
You think she could have done it anyway without the involvement with those people?
Maybe eventually. But then again, it could have just lay there repressed.
Well, it'll always be a fascinating thing, and I love that song you wrote about her. I like the way it came out in the picture.